Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to be doing a quick test of the DAS platform, right? DAS Trader versus E-Trade Pro. Level 2 versus level 2, time and sales versus time and sales. Now MNDT, the volume is slowing down a little bit, right? But let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see how those prices are updating, and let's look at how fast the DAS platform is when we talk about getting those new bid and ask prices up on the ladder and updating very quickly. Now I'd recommend pausing the video at various times, right? Pausing the video to get a in-depth look. See how we're going to update there to 79 on the DAS platform, a little faster than we are on the E-Trade platform. So about a millisecond, right, at times when we're updating, when that volume comes in, there's about a millisecond. Now, I had a conversation with somebody here in the Discord, right here in the chat, and one of the questions were, does the DAS platform hinder you in the sense by providing too much information too quickly? Right, so for someone who's been using the E-Trade Pro platform, that was one of the problems that I've encountered using this new level 2, and so that's what I've been working on over time, getting adjusted, getting used to that faster movement. Right now, when you're using something for years and years, and you're so used to it, right, there's definitely a change, right? And so when we come to a level 2 like this, that's much faster. We got to get used to that next level, right? That next level of trading when we talk about being quick with the hotkeys in relation to our level 2 on those scalp trades. So that's what I've been working on here behind the scenes. A lot of this, right? A lot of screen time, which is what it's going to take. It always comes down to screen time, all right? If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, of course. Consider subscribing. I trade momentum, right? Breakouts, support trades, bull flags, even bear flags now, right, on large caps, as they're easy to borrow here at Thinkorswim. Even down to this one here, MNDT, easy to borrow. I haven't considered a short trade, but probably could have kept my eyes open for that. Below this level here of 1837 actually wasn't a bad idea for a move down to the VWAP, which we are now. So yeah, the level 2s, man, the level 2s are a big part of the game these days, and needing a level 2 that's fast, having good hotkeys, right? That's what the DAS Trader platform provides compared to that of E-Trade Pro and Thinkorswim, which is what the right hand side of the screen is over here. TOS does have some hotkeys, but they're pretty minimal, right? The DAS Trader platform has those more intuitive hotkeys, as they're catering to traders that might be on that faster style. So let's continue to watch here. It's definitely updating much more quickly in some areas. Now the E-Trade level 2, I realize, filters out prices below 100 shares, right? So keep that in mind. The DAS Trader platform will be showing every order that's also below 100 shares. What I was thinking about, right, and maybe one of you who are watching this video with more experience can answer this question, is that if there's an order that comes out below 100 shares, that's a hidden order. Because, generally speaking, anything below 100 shares, even on 100 shares is really small in size. But if there's an order like this that comes up with 20 shares and it's a hidden order, how will E-Trade represent that order? Will they put 100 shares and have it be that hidden order, or do they just not show it at all? So we're using these newer platforms, or let's just say different platforms. We're coming across new questions. So that's one of the questions that I had. There's 3-4 shares there on the bids. This could be a hidden order, and how will E-Trade represent that? Being that they don't show any shares below 100. So all good questions, and I think I'll write that down to call in. In fact, I'll write that down right now. I'll call in and get to the bottom of that, see what they say, get online on the phone with a broker. So we'll go for about we'll do another 5 minutes. All right, we'll let it run for another 5 minutes, and then we'll pull up something else. In fact, you know what? Let's pull up a few other stocks. Right, let's pull up a few other stocks. Let's look at Facebook. All right, let's look at Facebook. We're gonna just look at a wide range of stocks. All right, so there we go. There's Facebook. And you see, so when we talk about the level 2 being faster, right, updating the prices more frequently, this is the problem that I'm having and I'm working on. I've definitely gotten a lot better with it over the last few days. You know, how we're jumping here, right, jumping. All right, so E-Trade is now going to get caught up there, 75, 80, 76. All right, so once again, I'd recommend you guys pausing the screen at different times to catch it, right? But it's definitely a bit of a difference there in the speed. So, you know, as the trader, for me, priding myself on being faster and getting more and more used to this level 2, even if it means hours of doing this, what I'm doing now, every day for the rest of the week, rest of the month. You know, it's been a few days since I've been setting up the platform, and so far, so good. Oh yeah, there's a huge difference there in the spreads just now. Huge, which was kind of crazy. Who's gonna get exposed today, right? Whose company's gonna get exposed? Which company's gonna need to improve their game and get caught up? This is interesting for me though, like being that I use this level 2 down here at the bottom, E-Trade Pro, for so long, it reminds me of why we got to keep improving, keep changing, keep getting better. Because if you're to tell me, hey, start using this level 2 here tomorrow, and this one ceases to exist, I'll have a hard time initially with that learning curve. And so I'm starting to notice, hey man, I got to get my game up there because, you know, I can't rely on just one platform, one broker. You know, all these platforms are always evolving and they might take something out, they can add something in. And so having my trading be at that higher level when we talk about equipment, knowing how to use multiple platforms, I think is definitely the way to go. Let's see how the bids on E-Trade at times, I mean the ask price too, but the bids sometimes I'm noticing not updating as fast as it should be. And then sometimes the E-Trade bids are showing something higher than the DAS platform, which is very interesting. And this is why a lot of people wouldn't really put so much of their trading on level 2 though, is that, hey, and for me it's the same way, right? The level 2 is a big part of what I do, but none of the trades will come unless there is something on the charting that makes sense, right? Some sort of a pattern, and the candlesticks are forming in a good way. So that's Facebook. Let's look at the SPY, which is the big one. Let's look at the SPY. So here we are, and you definitely can see when we talk about the price updating. And so it seems like E-Trade in itself will be a bit of an aggregate number. It's like they wouldn't show as much data, but then they'll update to the most recent price point. once again, it's like I don't know if that's a bad thing, you know, because I feel like it sometimes, if you look at it, it filters out some of the noise. For me, if there are going to be a lot of smaller orders that are not going to make sense, like I don't necessarily care too much about orders that are not impacting the stock. Now, once again, if there's a small order that's a hidden order, then of course. But generally speaking, you know, seeing an excessive amount of shares of 100 shares going through, you know, it's not really going to help me out much, right? The bigger share size is what I'm usually concerned with. For 50.82 on the ask. 83, 82. Whoa, look at that. Insane. So that's a big volume spike right there. By the way, I didn't pull it up on the charting. I apologize for that. Neither did I do that with Facebook. Well, we're going to get a big spike right there. I'll rewatch that part of the video for sure to see how that volume is coming in. Alright, so we're coming into the close. This is crunch time right here. There is no better time to be doing a video like this. So once again, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. The open, the close, and halt resumptions are the most volatile we'll ever see stocks. So look at how the DAS level 2 is just flying here. It's just flying. When we talk about those ask prices updating. The time and sales on E-Trade seems a little bit more clunky. And it seems to me like it puts through a patch of data at once as opposed to having a smooth flow at all times. I can't remember how much of my CPU I allow E-Trade to use. I believe I maxed it out. When you're logging into that opening screen, they'll give you the option, hey, how much power do you want us to utilize? By the way, yeah, you know what? I'll turn on my webcam. It's what do we have? 4 minutes. We can check out some other stocks too. I'll turn on my webcam. I didn't do it initially because, you know, it's kind of in the way. I have to readjust it, but we'll go ahead and do that. Why not? Let's get the green screen out. Maybe I should have muted the mic for that. If you got in headphones, I do apologize. But you guys know how I kick it, man. If you're new to the channel, this is how I kick it. This is how we do it. Alright, this is how we do it. Let me pull up the, where is it? Yep, there we go. So I'll slide this over to the other side of the screen. Let's hang out up here. Yeah, so, you know, we're watching on this DAS level 2 is definitely something. And this DAS trader level 2, I think we'll see very similar level 2s with Lightspeed, Cobra Trading. You know, we hear that those platforms are very fast, right? And when we talk about level 2 being quick, this is the kind of thing that we'll see. It's a lot of data to process, so you know you got to really have your mind focused to be ready. I gotta work on the coding for this time and sales right here. The E-Trade time and sales green with the green arrows going up are shares that orders that are going through at or above the ask. red with red arrows going down. It's all color coded here, right? If I'm to quickly hit display, is it, and pull it up over here, it'll show what each order represents, right? On the DAS platform, I feel like blue is being mixed between market and still shares on the ask. So I gotta kind of I'll get a feel for it to know exactly. Do we have any small cap stocks moving right now? Let's see. Oh. Do we have any small cap stocks that are moving? We have 40 seconds to the close. Not much there. BKKT, not much. CFVI, not much. DCFC, this one ended up selling off. Macy's, not much. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any small cap stock moving right now. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds to the close. As the volume is rushing in, they say 1/3 of the world's wealth passes through the markets every day. So there's the close, ladies and gentlemen. There's the close, and I think we have a very obvious winner here today. The SPY, not the SPY, but you know, the DAS platform, I think has it in the bag. We'll watch a few minutes into pre-market, into the close, to see how it slows up and what the volume starts to look like on the level 2s. And by the way, E-Trade, you'll see that the time and sales here on the right hand side, almost all the orders will start to show in red for whatever weird reason. That's kind of just how it works in after hours or pre-market, extended hours, I guess. Now the time and sales on the left hand side will still do its thing. There's a bit of a tape that's over here I don't really pay attention to as much when I'm trading, but I have it up there just because it doesn't show as much data as this one here on the left hand side. Can I do without this? I think I could. I could remove. I believe I could. I can remove it. Right? I can remove it. So that volume is slowing up. It's slowing up. 451 for the SPY, rebounding nicely off of that 200 EMA pullback that we have with the concerns of inflation. Right? Yeah, I think I'll end it here. I think that was a good look into it. We'll probably do a few more of these, just, you know, when we talk about testing it out, getting a feel. So yeah, it's been Relentless Trader. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.